First full game in a long time. How did you feel tonight?
Yeah, it was really nice to get back in the net. I felt good. Felt like I settled in, and I think the period and a half earlier last week helped. But it's good to get back in the rhythm, back in the routine of playing hockey.
What's that like when it's a little chaotic, especially early on? They're coming in, they're applying that pressure. I imagine it helps you get engaged into a game pretty early.
Yeah, definitely. It's pretty fun, honestly. I get a lot of action. I get to see some pucks. Haven't seen a lot of pucks in a while, so that was good. I thought after those first few minutes, our team really settled in, and I thought we looked really good tonight.
What happened to your pad in the first?
There's little laces that tie the pad to the skate, and I didn't realize until the TV timeout was over, of course, that they cut them. So I was tripping over the laces and stuff. So we had a good quick fix by the equipment staff there.
Was there any fear you might have to come out, for how long it was taking, or you were just confident that it was eventually going to
I think regular season maybe, but I think preseason they give me a little more leeway on the time, so I appreciate that from the refs.
How would you assess your preseason as a whole now, getting this whole game and some of the action there? You mentioned earlier it was your first preseason, but now to actually just be back in the swing of it, and now the regular season coming up.
Yeah, I think the important thing is to get back within the routine, back in the process, and obviously I want to go out and I want to win each game and compete. I think there's a big focus on preparation as well. So I thought I held to my process. I think there's going to be a couple of things I can learn from the game, which is great, and hopefully take that in the regular season.
What sort of impression has Fraser Minten made on you?
He's been awesome. He's a really nice kid, and he's come in, and I had the opportunity last game to watch him a little more. It's kind of hard when I'm in net to watch him, but I thought last game he played against who we play. No, the game. Yeah, it was Detroit. Sorry, brain fog. There's a lot of games. Yeah. I thought his line specifically looked amazing. I was really blown away with how well him, Nyzy and Yarny played together, and I think he's done everything he can to show that he's ready to play, and the decision's not up to me, so we'll see what happens.
Sam, just obviously the deck is stacked against you on a night like this when they have their lineup and you have your lineup. Just how would you assess the game?
I thought collectively we played really hard. Shawzy's line and Ellis and those guys obviously did a tremendous job, and they kind of carried us for a good chunk of the game, and got some big stops from Waller. Overall, I thought we played pretty solid. Not a perfect game by any stretch, but I thought we battled hard.
How did you feel tonight?
I thought it was okay. I thought it got better as the game went along, personally, for my line and for myself as well. I thought it got a little bit better shift by shift.
It looked like you guys had a flow right after Max's goal. Did that kind of help lift things up, right after that?
Yeah, definitely. It gave us a big shot of momentum, and once we start rolling the lines and getting that momentum, it's contagious. So give a shot of life to everybody.
Now that you completed this game, how would you assess your camp overall?
I thought it was pretty solid. I think my mindset is just want to keep getting better, a little bit better every day, and I think I did that, and I think my mindset doesn't change moving forward. Whatever happens, it's kind of stays the same for me that way.
How do you handle the next 24, 48 hours, lineup decisions coming in? How do you deal with that?
It's out of my hands at this point, so just going to spend some time with family and, not really think about it too much.
Fraser, how did you feel about your game tonight?
I didn't think it was my best. I thought, we did a pretty good job, though, as a team. I think started a little slow, then got going with the structure, the systems that we wanted there, and, had a really good maybe 25 minutes there, and then the last 5 of the second, they got those 3 goals there, and a little hard to come back after that, but I thought for the most part our team did a good job and played with good structure tonight.
How's your body feeling? You've played a lot of hockey in this preseason in a short period of time.
Yeah, a lot of hockey, obviously. A little bit fatigued. Getting lots of opportunity, though, is what I want, so it's not something I'm upset with. I love it.
In addition to this game, how would you assess everything overall preseason, from the opportunity early on to even tonight?
Yeah, I think I'm really happy with it. Obviously, got a ton of opportunity, like I said, and I'm really grateful for that and the trust from the coach to give me those minutes, and really happy with how it went.
Did you prove something to yourself? Obviously, you want to prove something to the team, but did you prove something to yourself during this camp?
Yeah, I think you like when you play with higher level players, your game elevates, and so probably showed myself there's another level to my game, and now it's a challenge to try to maintain that and keep growing it from here.
Do you feel like with what you've shown the last couple of weeks, you're ready for the NHL?
We'll see. I mean, it's a huge step, and obviously preseason is not the same as the regular season, so it's not up to me. It's up to the guys who have been in the league and evaluated young guys like myself for many years.
Do you expect to get decisions in the next 24, 48 hours? Like, what will that be like for you?
Either way, I'm happy. I think I left out like everything I could on the table, and either way, I'll be happy.
What was it like seeing your brother score his first WHL? It's been a big week for the family.
Yeah. Shout out to Bryce. That was a sick one. I didn't get to watch the whole game last night. I just went to bed earlier with it being 3 hours behind, but woke up and saw my phone. That was an awesome moment.
You were intrigued to kind of evaluate the guys who were fighting for jobs or call-ups against the NHL roster from that group. Did anyone stand out for you tonight?
Well, I thought a lot of guys stood out. I think our team was in the fight. At times overwhelmed, by a superior opponent, but at times also asserted themselves, and all the way through, I thought guys did a good job. I'm not gonna at this stage of the game single anyone out. I think we've covered a lot of who's been a standout through camp, and a lot of that continued. I don't think anybody took a step back, and that's really what you're wanting to see. And the guys stood their ground.
When you're evaluating a game like that, and you mentioned the overwhelm part, is that kind of expected when you have the roster that Detroit trots out compared to yours?
I mean, generally speaking, it's NHL against AHL, so there is a significant gap there, yet hockey is hockey, and you give yourself a fighting chance through competing and structure and all those kind of things. So we were right there. Obviously, it got away from us late in the second period, but there's a lot of good things, a lot of things to be happy about tonight.
What did you make of how Joseph Woll kind of stood there against that kind of roster?
Yeah, he was really good. I mean, I don't know if there's much you could do on any of the goals. And early in the game, they were coming in waves early, and he stood his ground for us. And then again through the third period, stood his ground, gave us a chance to, keep it interesting to the end.
I'm sure there'll be a lot more that goes into the decision on Fraser, but when it comes just to the hockey sense, from what you've seen, do you feel like he's kind of ready for this level?
Well, our situation, as you know, is complex, and there's a lot that goes into it. But if there's no roster limitations or anything like that, or a salary cap, I think there's no question that he would remain here, and you'd give him an opportunity to get some regular season time and grow through that. But it's not that easy a decision. It is complex. There's a lot at play, some that I understand and some that I don't. But Brad and the management team and Brandon will sort through all those kind of things. But Fraser Minten, Easton Cowan, these guys should be really proud of the camp that they've had and how they've made us have these discussions right to the very end. We're really excited about our young people. Like I said, if the situation is different, it's a no-brainer, but it is complex, so it's going to be worth a lot of tough decisions and a lot of discussion.